dance? It's because it's my passion and I always want to be doing something I enjoy, just performing to other people and making them happy.
Well, it's always been a full-time course at Rubicon, and I think the reason that is because people wanted to study dance on an intensive level. Over the last 10 years, we've been really looking at progression opportunities for people. But I think ultimately, and what's unique about the two-year course at Rubicon, is it's about learning within a working environment.
Since being here, I've realised it's so different to school, and it's like extended and like made my passion bigger because I'm around people that also love the things that I love.
Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's definitely pushed me further than I thought I could go in terms of dance. Things that I struggled with, it take a lot of work to get to, but it's getting easier all the time.
Studying here, I've gained so much knowledge, and I think that's something that I'm obviously going to be able to take on with me to my next step.
There is a conversation going on at the moment about workplace learning and about the importance of that and how that shapes an individual for their career. And so we've been really focused on trying to get that balance absolutely right, enabling people to go on to academic study if they wish, but actually valuing the people who want to learn in a different way.
There's just so much support in what you want to do, because at the end of the day it's you who's moving on next. So it's great that they support where you want to go and how you want to find your journey to become whatever you want in the dance sector.
Obviously we're always trying to challenge the learners here to give them a real sense of what the profession is like. So the ultimate way of doing that is to actually commission some choreographers to come in and work with the students.
5, 6, 7, 8, 12.
Accessibility, it is an interesting word at the moment, because you feel, oh, your work needs to be accessible. Well, what does accessible mean, really? I don't know yet, but it's interesting to have that question in your mind when you make a work and you know you're going to bring it to an audience which is not used to see contemporary dance. So how do you maybe challenge that audience a little bit, but also don't scare them too much, and hopefully invite them to the contemporary dance world, and hopefully will become more dance audience in the future. So you kind of like trigger that curiosity in them to go and see more contemporary dance works.
So what was unique for me and for this process was working with a younger generation of me in the studio, but as well making a show and a work that is targeting 12, 13 years old students, which was unique for me as a maker.
I think it's been really important for me to understand how I refine my approach and my steps taken into creation, and really thinking about how it's bridging that audience gap and intention, and refining what I'm saying with my work. I think it's also a vital opportunity in exchange in a way, because it provides us a platform to develop and share work. It gives us an active footprint and an active voice here, and at the same time gives us an opportunity to look in on the youth sector and see what we can contribute in that way.
It's been like so amazing. It's like the kind of thing that you take for granted, kind of looking in on it like, oh, it's a choreographer, but when you think about all the stuff they've done and all the works, and it is actually like such a big opportunity, and it's just been amazing.
I've been really impressed by the standard of the course, actually. There's a really high level of attitude, focus, discipline. I've found that working with these guys as well on this project, they really attack it with professionalism, and it's been really insightful. I felt like I've led with them, but I also felt like I've learnt in a way. I think there's a real sense of kind of rigour and professionalism in how the course is run, for sure, and I think that supports their development and their open mind. I think they have the time to really invest in that here, which is great, which I suppose you wouldn't get if you were doing a smaller course or part of a general college course. Here it's a real specific training, actually, And I think that's then reflective in how they work, for sure, in technique class as well as creative process. It's really clear to see that, I think.
Yeah, and as well as like I feel is a course which prepares you so much on the real world when you are professionals. Sometimes some courses can like create a big gap when you finish the course and then you get into professional training or professional working professionally. You feel like there is a big gap missing there, but I feel in this course they kind of bridge that gap already, so the transition would hopefully be easier for the students once they finish the course.
The beautiful thing I realized is that I didn't treat them as students, I treated them as professionals. And they respond absolutely as professional dancers.
I think like just generally being here, I've been able to become a lot stronger as a dancer, more technical, which is obviously what I need for my next stage in development.
I feel like it's really helped me become me, if that makes sense.